Aloha kako, and welcome to Miss Happy Mess, the podcast. Today I'm talking with Hinaleimoana Wong, Cultural Ambassador for the Hawaiian Council and subject of the self-titled documentary Kumu Hina, as well as Kathy Baybayan. She is a pillar in the Hilo community and comes from a long line of Paniolo. I am so excited to have you both here. Thank you so much for coming.
Mahalo.
So today we are talking about relationships, and relationships are messy. That is the nature of relationships. But what I want to know is, you guys fought for your relationships. I know you both have been married and have fought for it. Do you guys believe in soulmates? Or do you guys think it's just a fairy tale?
I don't look at it as that Hollywood movie thing. See each other and that's the guy. I don't know if I would call it a soulmate. Like the naupaka blossom. It's like half a flower and the other half of the flower. And when you put them together, they make a whole. And that's the way I look at my husband and I. He's the ocean, I'm the mountain. Put together and we have a blossom.
That's beautiful. Don't make me
I know,
cry.
so poetic, yeah?
So-
but that's the only way I can think about it.
Don't make me cry 3 seconds in, okay? How about for you? Soulmate?
I not only believe in a soulmate, but in my life, my twin flame has not only entered my life, but now watches over me from the other side. I didn't like him at all when I met him. But the more I read and the more I learned about twin flame and the phenomena of it, I learned that I met my mirror. And everything that I did not like about him, it's because it was me.
Wow.
Twin flame, if people don't know about twin flame, if they really did meet theirs, the concept is one soul, two bodies. And at the point in time where the soul splits, it's no different than a physical twin in terms of being the same person, but it was split. They were split physically. In this case, you're split spiritually. So much so that my twin, once he passed, through my friend, whom I call my kaula, a dear, dear friend of mine, served as my kaula, the medium who was able to connect, to see, to direct me and to help me. And for about 2 years after he passed, he continued to come and hold on to my hand. He cradled me until I was strong enough to realize what had happened to me. And the reason why I was to meet my twin flame in this lifetime is because I was meant to rise, I was meant to ascend, and I was meant to become stronger.
And when you say what had happened to you, what does that mean?
I've learned so much from having met my twin flame, such that where I am now, if there was, but if it was meant for me to meet the soulmate that was possible to come my way, I'm loving on someone right now that fits that description.
So how do you know when you have somebody that is the right one forever versus the right one for now?
We breathe together. I feel my heartbeat and Glenn's heartbeat are the same.
And Glenn is your husband.
Yes, Glenn is my husband.
How long have you guys been together?
Next month will be 45 years we have been married.
Well, and you're 28, so how's that?
We've been married for 45 years. We have known each other since elementary school, 3rd grade. We met up again in college, basically because he was my best friend's boyfriend. We went out, we did things together, the three of us. Tragically, she was murdered.
Oh. Wow.
He and I strengthened each other. We comforted each other. We became together because of Sugar. That was her name. And then we slowly began to date and go movies together, go out dinner together. And we found this relationship between us was evolving into not just a friendship one. It was to the point where we both didn't want to be apart of each other, from each other. And we both know that it was because of Sugar. It was because of her that brought the two of us together. He and I, it was like our heartbeats were the same. Our breathing was the same.
That's what you started with. You guys breathe together.
We breathed together.
And so that kind of foundational experience sort of sounds like it really bonded you guys.
It did. It did. And the weird part was he and I are almost the exact opposites.
In what way?
I'm a mountain girl. I'm a rancher. I'm a paniolo. My husband, he went fishing. He went drag racing. Knows nothing about raising cattle. Knows nothing about agriculture kind of stuff. I tried to do what he did. He tried to do what I did. Failed terribly. But that didn't matter.
Yeah.
We found a happy medium in between. And the happy medium were our daughters.
That's beautiful. How about you? When do you know? How do you know? How can you tell the difference?
I'm amazed that we're sitting here on this couch together, because that's the same way that I am loving on the one I'm loving on.
Really?
Because my twin flame passed. And through it all, we supported each other. And till this day, 6 years later, we communicate every day. His mannerisms, his ways are comforting to me, because I'm not concerned, I'm not worried about this or that. And right now we're living totally separate lives, totally. And of course we're separated by distance.
Oh, he's far away.
He's far away. But having been around the corner a little bit more than once or twice, I know that when it comes to having a man in one's life, if that man has absolutely no interest, no desire, no nothing, there are certain things that that man will not ever do. This one defies all of those and has passed through the hurdles and the tests that give me great comfort, that I don't have to worry about who I am to him, nor who is he to me. I don't have to worry about, is somebody stringing me along. I don't have any of that to worry about.
Tell me, I want to know what's on that list of things you know. If they will not do, they are not interested.
The minute that you start to know yourself and you accept yourself, your relationships don't remain messy. They're out there right for you to see. This is it. And you can either enjoy it or you have to follow.
That's so true, because I feel like the accountability starts here.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if you're so busy trying to control somebody else and make accountability for somebody else, it's always them, and you always meet this and that, and you never take it here.
Yes. And if I know myself, and then if I observe him, who he is, and of course, it helps when you're with someone who's honest. But after you have a couple of rounds riding the bull, because you're a bull rider, yeah?
Yeah.
When you ride the bull.
Aren't we all?
Yes. Hey.
Some stay on longer than 8.
Right.
Hey, it's not a time sport, okay?
No, not at all. But yeah, you learn to make sure you check yourself. Check yourself.
Yep.
Check your baggage.
Yep.
Don't be that darn needy. You know, you're going to be needy to someone who might themselves be finding their own way. You can either become the person that helps them grow to be who they were meant to be. That way you can hold hands together down the road, or you can prevent them from growing. You can prevent yourself from growing, and you be your worst enemy, your own worst enemy. You shoot yourself before you even got out the gate.
Yeah.
And then what was it all for? Just so that you could say you controlled somebody else to fit them to you? Why would you want to do that to someone when you're supposed to accept and embrace them as they are to enrich you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then why have a partner
And why have a partner?
if you're just trying to
Exactly.
clone yourself?
Yeah, that's not it.
Exactly.
That's kind of weird.
Exactly.
Okay, so tell me about your formative relationships, your childhood, your family. What relationships taught you love when you were younger, if any?
I was blessed to be alive when my great grandparents were here, my grandparents on both sides, and watching how they interacted with each other. Yeah, and both sides was Portuguese. How they interacted with each other. So much so where my grandma and grandpa on my mama's side raised their children. They all went off to school, to get married, what have you. Grandma and grandpa had nothing in common when the 4 children left.
Oh, I have heard of this.
My grandma then moved to Oahu to work as a housekeeper for this family in Kailua. Mind you, grandma and grandpa did not get a divorce. That was frowned upon. Grandpa lived with us. Grandma would come for visits every month. Grandma would come for a visit to come see us and whatnot. And they would always be fighting when they were in front of us.
Oh,
We would get up in the morning for breakfast, and Grandma and Grandpa would be sitting in the breakfast room, talking stories, so loving to each other. Please, thank you, love you, blah, 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 blah. The minute we walked into the room, Louis, put that away. What's the matter with you? And blah, 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 and walk off. And we would be like, huh? This happened a lot. When my grandfather finally passed, my grandmother flew in, and she didn't know we were behind her when she was visiting my grandfather, paying her last respects to him in the casket. And her words were, "What, Louis, why did you have to go without me?" My cousins did not know the love affair that my grandma and grandpa had. We did. We lived with them. 1 month to the day that my grandfather died, my grandmother died. He came to get her. We believe that. I believe that wholeheartedly, because that night when we were with her, there was an aroma of Old Spice, was what my grandfather wore. And it filled the room. And my grandmother had this beautiful smile on her face. And then she was gone.
Oh.
To me, that was a love story that I looked at that was like, I can be like Grandma and Grandpa. The reason they never came back together again, to live together again, is because they were so afraid of what people would say about them being apart and then coming back together. They were afraid of what people would say.
What did they think people would say?
Oh, Portuguese people.
Portuguese, oh my gosh.
I'm not Portuguese, guys.
Oh,
I'm
no,
the only
no,
one. So
no.
tell me.
That was taboo. That was forbidden. That was like, no.
Give everybody something for the generations. And you know, Grandpa.
The
so-
guilt.
so- the guilt.
Oh.
Oh my God, the guilt.
So wait, you can separate, but you just cannot come back.
Oh no, you were separated for years. So you is pow. You is pow.
No second chance.
No.
Yeah, no.
No second
No.
chance.
There's no second chance because you never work them out. Okay, fine, go.
Yeah.
But no come back because once you come back, and then if you fall again or you encounter a hard time, family not gonna be there.
No.
So, no, done.
Wow. And so do you think your grandma and grandpa fought in front of you guys to keep up the facade that it
Yes.
was no longer
Yes.
happening?
Yes, they felt that they had to. until, as like I said, as we got older and whatnot. And we used to tell them, "Oh, try not act. You guys love each other. You guys love each other." Grandpa would ask us what Grandma would like for her birthday, or what Grandma would like for Christmas, or stuff like that.
They were having a secret love affair.
Yes, they did. But the five of us 5 grandchildren, we knew the story. We knew the whole story.
Also, then you personalize love because then you're just like, they're not sharing it even with their closest family. Their love is so incredibly personal. It's just for them.
And it's like, because no matter how bad it went, they never got divorced. They never severed that tie. They never severed it. My mom and dad went through hell and high water. They never severed it.
Oh, never.
No.
Nobody got divorced.
Oh, no. Not in my family.
Oh, wow.
Not in my family. Oh, they got close to throwing blows and everything,
Okay.
but never severed it. Worked on it.
They would just dig down and start working.
Yeah, you worked on it.
Do you guys think divorce and non-divorce is generational, like passed down? Because I, for instance, come from a long line of divorced people. Like even on the plantation, my great-grandmother divorced her husband on the plantation. And then she started dating another man, and he turned out to be very abusive. And not only did they break up, she had him removed from the plantation.
What ethnicity?
She's Korean.
Oh, that's why.
Is that why?
That's why. Because,
Koreans can get
well,
divorced?
I mean, there's, each culture has their own type of sensibilities and logical ways, as well as their own like nuances, and I'm not surprised because I wouldn't expect it necessarily from Japanese community.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
And any abuse, the wahine is going to stand there and be the good wife no matter what.
Yeah, no, not my Korean great grandma. No, she cleaned the bathhouse and she separated the Japanese men from the rest of the population because that's how the bathhouse was when she first got there. And she said, no, it's going to be men on one side, women on the other. But you know what's I'd never thought about, which is crazy, culture and divorce and marriage. That makes sense.
It does.
I'm listening to her and oh my gosh, we have so much in common through our stories because my grandparents, my mom's parents, my grandmother's Hawaiian English, my grandfather's Hawaiian Portuguese. I know my grandmother loved my grandfather, but the nuances and the little nitty-gritties of their relationship are what they were. My grandmother was a tomboy. So when you talk and you tell me, you're telling stories in a short amount of time, it's like, oh my gosh, I'm sitting with my grandmother. But my
Chicken skin.
my grandma, Mona Kanani o Kalani Kialoa, my grandfather, John Furtado Matias, I know she loved him. And that's why when she felt hurt by things that she held him accountable for, whether it was actually a reality or not, she held him accountable for it. And she so held on, which is something that I have to deliberately try to not do. I've had to learn how to release and not hold like that. Because I was raised by all of my grandparents. So I saw this firsthand. I knew my grandmother did love my grandfather. But when she shut down part of her life and her physicality, they lived in the same house. My grandmother always made sure that I respected my grandfather. She always knew what he was up to, and because he was a church man, and church and prayer was always first. She wanted more of him than she got because his commitment was to prayer. I have inherited that. I'm called all the time to do things of prayer. So I have a resonant that my grandfather's life resonates with me, which is why the man I'm loving on resonates with me because same.
Oh, he has a calling as well.
Yeah,
So he understands that.
absolutely. And so when I think back on my grandparents, they lived in the same house. Sometimes it was not safe for my grandfather to be around, and whenever things went south, boom, my grandfather flew home to my great grandpa's house, and my great grandpa was alive too,
wow.
and he would stay there for a month.
Because your grandma would come at
Oh,
him.
because my grandmother. Oh,
Wow.
one time the brick went flying from my grandfather. Lucky thing he ducked.
Oh.
One time my grandmother went chasing after my grandfather, and we all saw where she had punched the door, and he shut it, and there was a puka right there in the door, and it remained there until everybody was like, until my grandparents were both gone.
As a reminder.
As a reminder.
For both of
Like,
them.
yeah, oh yeah.
Wow.
My grandmother was tomboy.
Yeah. To say the least.
Yeah, my grandmother was tomboy, but she never abused him. It's just that,
She had that strength.
she had that strength, and my mother inherited it because my mother is vicious to me. But that's the nature of relationship. When you love somebody that much, you trust them with your entire life in your heart. And then the
Yes.
minute that you felt violated or you felt compromised, it almost didn't matter what the reality was. In my grandparents' case, there was no explaining anything to my grandmother. It's nothing. It's how she was. Like no. No.
I mean, you talk about vulnerability, and I think that plays such a huge part in long-term relationships because you're so right. When you love someone, you love them with everything, and that makes you completely vulnerable. And if you're somebody has a shield naturally, doesn't want to get hurt, is so risking everything. The minute that one thing happens, whether it's real or not real, it sort of shatters that vulnerability, and then it feels
destroys
like
you.
Yeah, I just need to put myself back together, and for me that feels like I need to come at you really hard to defend myself, defend my vulnerability. But then how do you work past that? How do you not leave and instead regain sort of your dignity or my dignity? How do you stay? How do you work through it? How do you be brave?
If you're going to go all into a relationship, you're going all in. Okay. I don't like people go, well, our marriage is 50-50. Ah, you putting. You putting.
Tell me why.
Because, well, you're only giving half. You don't care.
Oh,
You-
that's
you
deep.
only-
Wow, I didn't even know.
No.
Yeah. Yes.
Raised in the 70s and everything, we didn't learn.
Yeah.
You cannot do, pardon my language, half-ass.
Yeah.
It don't work.
Don't work.
It doesn't work. When my daughters were I counseled them as far as when they were getting married, about, you sure? Is this the guy you're going to spend the rest of your life with? And they're looking at me, oh, Ma, no. You're not going to go jump from flower to flower to flower. Make up your mind. If you're not sure, no, get married. Okay, no, put this on Pala and then destroy it and then go, okay, we're going to start all over. Be sure. Be totally sure.
How? How do you be sure?
Glenn and I, when we came together and when we started this journey, we started finding out things about each other. He's my Filipino man. Okay. We know he's not pure Filipino, but we don't know what the other half is because, God bless her, my mother-in-law took that to her grave. My husband, I was told from my mother-in-law, Filipino with skosh Chinese. My husband is 6'2", 220 pounds. Tall. You go to one party, I can find Glenn anywhere. He's the tallest one in the bunch. The rest is all Filipinos. Short little buggers. Yeah? He's not like that. We bonded because of, he had some questions that didn't get answered. And I was telling him, I said, that's okay. Your daddy that you knew who was your daddy, that was your daddy. This other person was your biological person. He was just the donor. He never stayed with mama. Your daddy did. We were into 5 years dating. We never talked about marriage. like I said, basically, I was not going to get married, much less have children. Okay, monkeys fall from trees. And we get hapai. I was like, oh, damn. Got a hold of Glenn. We sat down and talked. I told him that I was hapai. Oh, when we got to get married. I looked at him and I went, oh, hell no. But you're pregnant. No. This is not your excuse that, oh, you're going to come rushing in with a knight on shining armor saying, oh, you're pregnant and I'm going to marry you and I'm going to make this right. Brother, I can raise this kid without you.
Yeah.
I don't need you. I don't need that kind of relationship, okay? I can get that from my brothers. I don't need that relationship. But you're pregnant and I went, okay. But that's not a reason to get married. We talked for quite a while. And it was like, we love each other. Without the baby in the picture, we still loved each other. Okay. Now, step 2. We're going to go tell my parents about this. I was 27. He was 27. We go to the house, have dinner. I make dinner. My father is, okay. Why Kathy and the boyfriend here?
Why is she making dinner for us?
Why is she making dinner? I'll eat dinner. Glenn helped me clean kitchen. My father's still sitting on the chair in the parlor.
He can smell something is amiss.
After Pa washed dishes and everything, we went into the parlor. And Glenn was, Mr. Lorenzo, we need to talk to you and Mrs. Lorenzo. Because you know what? It's 8:30. I got to go to bed because I work tomorrow. You want to get this over with? I know she hapai, so what? I looked at my father and I was like, what you mean you know I hapai? I ain't showing. Girl, I've raised cattle all my life. I can tell when one cow is hapai. I'm with my jaw dropped and I'm going, what? He goes, your pelvic bone was open already. I know that. Glenn is like scared out of his mind. Okay? My father, Portuguese, 6'5", huge Portuguese man. We want to get married. I want to marry your daughter. Why? Because she hapai. Because this cow can take care of her own calf.
Oh my God.
I'm getting pissed off because I'm a cow now.
And we're tracking your pelvic bone.
Yeah,
apparently.
your pelvic bone split open. And I told you, quit riding the horses. I told you stop training horses.
Oh, is that true? He had told you?
Yeah, he kept telling, but he never told me why.
Oh.
I was still training horses. I was breaking horses.
And he kept telling you to stop.
Yeah, and I wouldn't stop. I never listened to my father. I was 27 years old. The hell, I never listened to him. I just didn't. Also, at the time, I did not know I was hapai when I was training the horses.
Oh, he knew before you.
He knew before me.
Wow.
He knew before me.
Okay.
And, no, Mr. Lorenzo, I love your daughter. Okay. You know how she is, huh? Yes, Mr. Lorenzo. Okay. We can do this. Not me. Them. He could do this. But we knew then.
Yeah.
We knew then. Then you go into the progress of, okay, you're going to get married. Catholic Church, yeah? Because you're Portuguese. You have to go through, you got to jump through hoops. You got to go through classes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah? You got to sign the book. I never knew about the book. The book is there because Glenn had to sign it. He had to sign the book stating that he knew I was pregnant and that he wasn't marrying me because I was pregnant. I never knew there was a book like that.
Did you know about the book? I never knew about the book.
My Portuguese family is not Catholic.
Oh,
We're Mormon.
God bless you.
Oh, they're Mormon.
God bless you.
That's a whole
But
other
big,
set.
big, huge book. Big, huge book. Priest was my father's first cousin. So I was... I was screwed.
So you guys know each other all these years.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's not easy all these years.
Oh, I don't know.
So what made you guys fight when it's hard? When you felt like you were the most open that you could be?
We're not the same. Thank God.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank God we're not the same. We fought. We fought. When we first got married, we were living with his mother. My father told me that was a bad move. No, Daddy can. No, two women cannot be in the same. No. And the fact that Glenn was her firstborn.
Yes.
The two sisters had already left on their own. He was taking care of his mama. I came into the picture and I took him away from his mama.
Mm-hmm.
That didn't work.
Yeah, bad move. Bad move.
And I was hapai to boot.
Yes.
Double jeopardy right there.
Yeah.
They would go to work in the morning. Good Portuguese girl. I would clean house, wash clothes, make dinner. So when Glenn and his mama would come home from work, everything all done. Did the good Portuguese thing, yeah? Mother-in-law come in the house, go straight to the kitchen, open up the pot, close the pot, make another dinner.
Oh.
That went on for 5 days.
Oh.
I'm happy. I had major anxiety. Cry, go into the room, cry every night. Glenn was, if you can find one apartment or a place for us to stay, we go. I went work with him the next morning, picked up my mother, found an apartment, paid the first month's rent and the last month's rent, picked him up from work, we're moving. When? I said, by the 15th. He goes, that's Saturday. And I went, yep.
But he was on board with you.
Yes, he was. He just didn't know it was going to happen that fast.
Yeah. There's a part of being together.
I am assuming, which was stupid, I am assuming he going to tell his mama.
Oh.
Saturday morning, his friends come with their truck and everything to move our things. And the only thing we had to move was wedding presents. And my mom and dad bought us a bed for our wedding present. My mother-in-law is like, what are you guys doing? And Glenn, I'm frozen. Glenn is, oh, by the way, Ma, we're moving. I was like, oh my God. I wanted to run. She packed up all his things in boxes, threw it at the door. She goes, here, this is all his. You take him away. You married him now. All of this is yours.
Oi.
Oi, oi, is right. We never saw eye to eye. When the baby was born, oh, that's not my son's baby. Does not even look like him.
Oi.
Couple weeks later, the eye color changes to the normal color. See, I told you it's not Glenn's baby. It's got green eyes. She's got green eyes. My mama and my grandpa have green eyes. Still yet, there wasn't. Came home with the baby. She comes in. I need the checkbook. And I was like, oh, how come? I do Glenn's checkbook. I reconcile his checkbook, and I will pick up your groceries and everything. And I was, no. I'm going to do it. No, you don't know what to do. She took his checkbook, and she left. 2 hours later, she come back with groceries, which consisted of chicken noodle soup and Spam and corned beef. That was the grocery. Oh, and one bag rice. I told Glenn, we're not going to do this. He goes, well, we go sell the pee-pee. His uncle gave us 10 head of cattle as a wedding present. You know, for me, as a rancher, that was $1 million right there. That was a savings. That was grocery food. That was everything. We needed money. Sell a cow, you get the money. I was raised. I know how to do this. I said, we're not going to sell the pee-pee. He got into a fight with me, telling me that I don't know what I'm doing. I went right up to his face. He would pull his hand back. I went right up to him. I said, go ahead. Stood my ground. I said, go ahead. You lay one hand on me, and it's the last you're going to see of me or your daughter. Do it. And I just stayed right there. Shaking in my britches, but stayed right there. He dropped his hand and left the house. I called my father. The next morning, my father was there with his truck, took the crib, took the bed, took everything. And I was like, you act like an asshole. I'm leaving. Packed up and I left. Right back into my father's house.
How long were you guys separated?
2 weeks.
And then how'd you guys come back?
He never called. I never called him. My father and mother did not ask me what happened. And I asked my father, why you never ask me? You called me, you said you needed help. And that's what I'm here for. Glenn came one Sunday. Not shaved, hair long. He was just like, he would look like one homeless person. I was in the room with the baby. He came in and he was talking to my father. And then my father, Kitty, come here. So I walked inside. I saw him. And he was crying. Oh. You guys need to talk. They left the room. And Glenn apologized. And he said, I needed to remember that I left my mother to start a life with you. I have to cut those apron strings and let it go. You now are my life. You and Samantha, I need to take care of. Mm-hmm. Please come home. I packed up my baby and I said goodbye to my mom and dad. I bring the other stuff over tomorrow. No worry. Go home. Go home with your husband.
And you guys have been together since?
And we've been together since.
Oh, wow. Wow.
His mother learned something. He told his mother, this is my wife. I love you, Mom, but this is my wife. This is who I am going to spend the rest of my life with. You need to accept her.
And did she calm down, respect, change in any way?
6 years later, my mother-in-law was diagnosed with cancer.
Oy.
Glenn was working. Father George told me, you make sure that you stay with her when she goes into that surgery. So when she wake up, she sees somebody. I said, she don't like me. You need to be there. Someone has to be there. So I did. I stayed and waited in the room until she came back. When she opened her eyes and she saw me, she just looked at me and went, were you here all day? Yeah. Why? Because I wanted you to wake up and see a familiar face. From that day on, we became inseparable. She accepted me for who I did not steal her son away from her.
You were adding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We became inseparable after that.
Yeah.
My mother-in-law and I were very tight after that.
Such a moving story. So thank you for sharing that with us. Did you have a moment where you were like, this is where I need to stay and fight? This is where I need to let go? Where you can see like, this is chaos or this is actually repairable?
When I was in my 20s, I was in my first long-term relationship. We shared families, family houses, bank account. We did things with each other's circles. And so without even having to marry somebody formally on paper, that's still, somebody I gave 5 years to being young. I realized in that relationship that I needed to let go because I was always the one holding on when he tried to walk away. And the day that I realized that he was going to be a stepping stone and I was his. And I found myself, in just fleeting relationships, here, there, touch and go. But when I married my ex-husband, the first one was Samoan, the second one's Tongan. I actually married him. I filed for his papers to come. So, it was a lot of work. It cost me a lot of money too. And of course, being me, to be Hawaiian and to be looked at as mahu, there's always going to be eyes of scrutiny. Oh, you're not one real wahine. You're not this, you're not that, you're not enough, you're not good enough. You see, I don't know who you think you are to think you can hold one man, blah, 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 blah. But it didn't matter because we were in a relationship. And our relationship was filled with great days, fun days, joy days. Personal life, off the chain. Yep, like rabbits. Oh, I'm sorry. Is that a metaphor? I told you all. Some wahine were born for procreation. Certain types of wahine are made for recreation.
I love Fun Factory.
Yeah, Fun Factory. I'm not a baby factory.
No, Fun Factory.
I'm a fun factory.
Hey, como mai.
My. But yeah, there were the great times of my relationship. Great. But the miserable times, would not repeat it. Now, through it all, I became much stronger. I'm not scared of a man anymore. Because like you said, 50-50 in a relationship is bullshit. It's either you give your all and they give their all. You cannot do something half-ass. I gave my all. The reason why my marriage to my ex-husband did not succeed is because he wasn't giving his all towards me and him. He gave his all in a circular, radial kind of way. Here, there, attention everywhere. And I had to accept that my husband was the type that he needed to be his own star in his own light.
Not in a constellation.
No, not in my shadow. He was in my shadow. And, it's one thing for a biological man to be with a biological woman who shines and him to be in her shadow. It was another thing for my husband to be my husband, who was married before me, had children before me, of whom I got along well with his parents. I didn't have anything against the ex-wife. I always made sure he supported his children. We made sure of that. We financially supported them. And I fought with him to make sure that we supported them.
He would do
because that's what we promised. At the end of the day, when things don't work out, if you truly love someone, you must accept that maybe they need space away. Maybe my ex-husband should not be trying to shine his own light in my shadow. Let him be his own light and go shine and just support him. And don't be vindictive, because what you put out into the world will come back to you.
That's incredibly deep, because I'm thinking if you removed yourself from the relationship, there is no shadow. He is
There's no
just
shadow.
now by himself.
He's just now by himself.
And he needs to reveal whatever his real intention is.
Right.
Shine or no shine.
Shine or no shine.
He can't blame it on anybody else.
Right. And, my ex-husband needed a whole lot more. And we were put into each other's lives to be certain stepping stones. But I accept that. I can take what I got from him. Mm-hmm. I gained strength. I gained assuredness of myself. Yet again, I was seeking validation from a man to be that man known as my husband next to me. Mm-hmm. But I didn't need that.
Yeah.
And if somebody was looking at me saying I was less than, or I'm not a biological wahine, any of that stuff, it's still all irrelevant, because that's other people's opinions, that's other people's views. And if I allowed every random person's view to determine who I am and what I will be despite this, like they're not the ones with my ex-husband. I'm the one.
Yeah.
So thanks for your comment, but you're irrelevant. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
If I don't use that to make me a stronger, better person, like one of the reasons why I still have great affection for my ex-husband is because that relationship made me the strongest. Like the strongest in terms of being in an emotionally, mentally challenging relationship. Challenged me like nobody else.
So the relationship might not have worked, but you are better for it.
I am better for it. So why should I not honor him for that?
Yeah.
I honor him for that.
Yeah.
And every time, if I have to talk to him, I always thank you. You made me a strong person. Now, spiritually, that was my twin flame that I mentioned earlier. But the physical, mental part, him. Yeah, because now I also had a chance to learn about men folk even more. Because I had to know my ex-husband. I had to study him like a book to make sure I knew how to handle what was going to come my way.
Maneuver.
I had to know how to out-maneuver and out-think him.
Interesting. Step 1. 3 steps ahead.
Outthink him, yeah. But you don't know unless you know how to think like a man.
I don't.
But see, I'm sorry, I'm just speaking for myself. The power of Mahu is when you learn yourself and you accept yourself, you can harness that inner place of Kane and Wahine. I remember in a compromising situation, and it had to do with my mother, it had to do with the man that she had taken up with just prior to her stroke. And I leaned in at the table, and I leaned in not as her daughter, but as her son. But it was in me.
Because you have the power.
Because I had to lean in and I had to establish that I'm sorry. I see right through you, brah. And you ain't cutting it. So I'm just letting you know what time it is, okay? Let's get one thing straight. Take care of my mom. You be good to her. You and me is okay. And I appreciate how we met. I looked at him straight. Like, don't let me remind you that I was born my mother's son. And so if I need to address you in that way, I have no qualms with it.
That's your strength. That's your power.
Oh, yes. Being Mahu to me is magic.
That is magic.
It's power. It's mana. Because you know why? I'm not the regular, ordinary, mundane, run-of-the-mill, common
Yes.
Wahine or Kane. My mind, my heart, and my spirit have learned to cull from both. But this is something that people outside of the island ethnicities, island people, we understand that.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can look at a Mahu person, but maybe they stayed in their boy form or maybe they stayed in their girl form, but they're so opposite in who they are and how they are.
Yeah.
But we understand it. That's them, and everybody has a place and everybody has a purpose given that place.
Yes.
Kulana, kuleana.
Yeah.
That's it. But to outsiders, to American, European set of, mindset, they don't factor in the spirit of the person. They don't. When, in Asian culture, in Pacific Island culture, there's balance. There's Kane, there's Wahine. Asians say yin, yang, right? And when you have balance, hard to have life situations come to really throw you off so badly that you just fall to pieces. Marriage, work, you name it. So the more I learned about myself, the more I got in touch with myself and I accept myself as I am. I'm not trying to be you. I'm not trying to be you.
Yeah.
It's okay. I don't need to be that.
Yeah.
I just be me.
I love that.
Yeah.
I'm striving to be me. I'm striving to figure out who I am. So when I meet people who know who they are, it's so inspirational to me. Do you know what I mean? I'm not trying to be you. I'm not trying to be you. I want to be me. who the hell is me? I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. I love it.
When I was asked to come to this interview, I thought I was by myself. And then when I seen you, I was like, oh, how did we get to be on? But then listening to the, like, amazing, however it is that you selected the both of us, oh my goodness, this could have been my best friend.
We will be.
It was.
Yeah, I'm going to see you in Hilo.
Oh, yes,
Yeah,
definitely.
we're all going Mary Monarch next month, right? Yes,
my
we are.
goodness.
I'm thrilled that you guys were both here. I'm thrilled. And I'm thrilled that you guys got a chance to meet each other. I cannot consciously verbalize how I chose both of you, but I knew it was something special for all of us. And I really, really appreciate both of you for being honest and candid and funny and vulnerable. And I love you guys. Thank you.
Mahalo.
Mahalo.
Mahalo, Kimi. Thank you more than anything in the world for putting Hina in my life.
Oh, yeah.
Mahalo.
Because she's stuck.
Now we're going to go home and exchange Portuguese stories. We might be related.
Oh my God, mahalo so much to you both for coming. That is the end of the episode, but it is just the beginning of the conversation. So please like, subscribe, leave a comment. We'd like to hear your thoughts on the matter. This episode was produced by Jill Dickerson, Kimberly Rose Kaiolani Wolter, and Christian Fenene Schmidt. Technical producer, Daniel Asmalash. Editor, Omega Shu. Social media manager, Benjamin Pola. Music by Mary J. Madden. Promotional consideration provided by the Park Shore Waikiki Hotel. We want to thank our friends and family who support us. Mahalo for listening. Ahui ho!